Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether, right? Let's put this out there. Okay. This video is gonna go out to guys, who are at work and they don't have a dating life, right? And they think that the only option for them is to date at work. Don't do it. Do not date at work. Do not fraternize. That's another word of saying of dating people from work, right? Why do you want to date from work? Bro, you can see this woman every day, and what is that going to do? Right? It's not going to help you. It's setting yourself up for disasters, right? What if something goes down? What if something's built up, right? Dating at work is a big no-no. You don't do that, right? That is setting yourself up for failure and disaster, right? Next thing you know, the HR department will call you and say all these stuff that this woman, that you were harassing this woman, next thing you know, you lose your job, right? You do not do that. Your job could be in jeopardy. Your life could be in jeopardy, right? Your whole career could be at stake. You don't do that. Look at all these executives. Look at all these guys at work right now that's been Me Too. Ever since the Me Too movement, all these guys been laid off, right? You don't do that. You do not at work. If you have women at work, you do not associate with them. You leave them alone. You only keep it to work, and you try to be what? You do not try to be in a room by yourself with her. You don't know what's going on. It's best. I know a friend of mine, right? He have a camera with him at all times. When he's with women, he record himself so he won't be falsely accused, right? You do not date at work, right? I had to learn it the hard way, right? When I was in my blue pill stage, right? I understand, because I've been there a few times, and I've been there myself. When you're at work, when you focus on your career, climb up the corporate ladder, you don't have much of a dating site, right? A dating scenes, right? It's hard to meet people, and the people that usually meet that's easily available is the people you're surrounded by yourself with, right? Like women at work, right? Especially when you're in a big company. You tend to meet this woman all the time. You see them all the time, and you feel like this is a perfect environment to build a relationship. But in reality, it's not a good environment, because look at it. You've seen this woman every day at work. You've seen them every day at work. You've seen their flaws. Not only that, you're gonna do something that's gonna cause frictions, cause conflict. And then you're going to question yourself, have this idea, what if she don't like me and all that stuff. It's all big mess. It's very dynamic, right? You can have rumors spread about you. People are going to talk about you guys, right? When people find out that you guys are dating, when people find out that you guys are a couple, not only that, this is going to build jealousies among the work environments, right? People are going to talk. Inner office politics is going to happen. Right? And what if your relationship doesn't go right? What if you were dating this girl at work, and next thing you know, everything went south, right? Now you guys don't have the same connection. Now you're seeing her every day. Now everything become awkward. Now you have to deal with that every day. You're going to work at a place where you have to see the same person that you don't like every day. That your relationship went down. You find out that she don't like you. Now everything suddenly become awkward, right? Now it's impossible to get your work done. Now you're falling back on reports and all that stuff on your work, right? Because this woman is constantly in your mind all the time, right? Now everything's going south. Now you're fired, right? You not date at work. There's a lot of elements. There's a lot of things that can happen when you date at work. And when you date, right? When you get with a woman, it's not 100% guaranteed that you're going to have a successful relationship, right? Not all the person that you dated is going to be a success. Not all the person that you fornicate is not going to be a success. And imagine if you fornicate with her, if you have sex with her, right? And everybody know that. Now people are going to have opinions about you guys. People have good opinions. Then what if like I said, what if things doesn't go well? Now you already slept with the girl. Now you can build up all these emotions at work, right? Now things aren't the same anymore once you have sex. Now things become awkward. It's gonna be hard for you to focus on your work, right? Everything's gonna become a distraction to you. You're not gonna see everything the same. Now you F yourself up. This is why it's not ideal to date at work, right? You talk to every guy out there, right? Guys in the right mindset. They said do not date at work. Right, I will tell you that. Do not date at work. Right? When it comes to work, just focus on your career. When it comes to dating, one day date outside of work. It's not best to bring your personal life into the work environment. You keep your work and personal separate. When you date at work, now you bring personal thing into your work environment, and this is gonna stagger you. It's gonna distract you from you pursuing your goal. You're climbing the corporate ladder or trying to get promotions. Right? And what if she now you guys broke up, right? You guys broke up. Hypothetically speaking, you guys broke up, and now you see that she's with another man. How's gonna now it's gonna create jealousies and all this because you made some kind of history with that person. All right? Now you guys are conflicting each other. Now you guys are gonna try and make each other jealous. All these things are gonna happen. All right? It's not a good. It's always a bad idea to date at work. I won't suggest it for anybody. Right? And guys out there, I know it's tempting. I know it's tempting. I know that's the only time that you could try to look for a partner, right? Because when you at work, when you have a life that's dedicated to your career, it's hard to go. It's hard to go find somebody. I know, especially in this day and age, it's hard, right? But you have to refrain from doing it. It's only a failure. You're gonna set yourself up for disaster in the future, right? So do whatever you can. Do not date at work. Have you seen that? All right, here's another movie I want to suggest. Right, it's like in the mid 2010, whatever it is. Right, it's called 500 Days of Summer. You ever seen that movie? Right, 500 Days of Summer with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel. Right, he was dating. He was working at a greeting card company. Right. A girl came in, a new girl who just got hired came in. Then he was infatuated with her. Next thing you know, he was in love with her. He couldn't focus on his work. The next thing you know, he built up enough energy to ask her out. Then they went out. They have sex, right? Then things doesn't go the way he wanted. Now she looked at him as just only as a friends with benefit, not a boyfriend or girlfriend. But he wanted more relationship out of that. And what happened? What happened in the movie? He found out that she's not interested in a serious relationship with him, right? And that threw him off guard, right? And next thing you know, he can't function at work. There's all these tension at work between him and her. Now they can't go to a company party and all that stuff. Now people are talking, right? It brings up all these elements. That movie is a perfect example not to date at work. If you have a chance to, I'm sure some of you guys seen it already. 500 Days of Summer, right? And now he's trying to recover from. He tried to date out. He tried to do all this stuff to get his mind off of this woman, right? And he's going through depressions, headaches, all these stuff, all these emotions, right? And this is what I'm telling you guys: you do not date at work. You keep your work and your personal life separate. Don't bring anybody from your personal life into your work environment, right? And that goes the same for friends as well, right? But that's another video, right? But I'm just talking about women and dating at work. You don't do that. That's a big no-no, man. And I know there's some simp out there who's not gonna listen, and then what are they gonna do, right? They're gonna date at work. I know there are some people who date at work and it turns out to be a success, right? But yet again, when I know an example when a couple, right? They dated at work. They realized it couldn't work out, so they realized that one person had to leave the company, and the women have to leave the company, and the guys have to stay there, right? Now those are exceptions. I'm not saying those are just exceptions. That doesn't apply to all the rules, right? The point is, you do not date because all these elements are going to come into place. Are those the risks you're willing to take? All those inner office drama, are you willing to take that? If you hadn't been through that, you don't know what it's like. I've been through that crap, right? I've been through that. I have the experiences of what things can happen when you date at work, right? All this politics that happens, people are going to talk. Your relationship will go south. Next thing you know, it's going to be awkward when you're around her all the time. Now you have to. Now when your boss tells you have to work with her on a certain project, right? Now it's gonna be awkward. Like, wow, you guys used to date. You guys used to bang each other, right? Now what happened? Now it's hard for you to communicate. Now your work is gonna be impaired because of your personal history, right? Now when you go to work, it's not gonna be like you want to go work. You now when you go work, it's gonna be like torture. You don't feel like going to work, right? You don't feel like going to work. Now you don't want to be at work. Now your performance is gonna suffer because of that, right? So the point of this video is do not date at work because you're gonna regret it, right? If you don't understand the element and the dynamic of it, of what can go through when you date at work, right? So if you feel compelled, if you see somebody at work and you want to date her, just tell yourself no, man. Just remember remember what I tell you in this video. Don't do it, man. Any opportunity, if you date at work, don't do it because this is mainly a recipe for disaster. But on that note, guys, let me know what you think. All right, do you agree or disagree? Am I conveying my message clearly? Let me know. Leave a comment below in the comment section. And on that note, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe, and peace and blessings.